It's an understatement to say that the past 18 months have been challenging. In 2022, Brethren Village will celebrate its 125th anniversary. And when I think about how history will tell the story of the pandemic at Brethren Village, I look for what is hopeful, what got us through, what drew us together. This past year and a half has shown us the strength of our relationships and community support. And we'd like to take a few minutes to highlight these relationships. I'd like to look at 5 core spheres of relationships: our residents and team members, our local community, our food and dining vendors, our campus vendors, working with maintenance and grounds, and finally, our business donors. Through the following stories, I hope that you see a few ways that we have grown BV Strong. A group of Brethren Village team members from all departments became aware of various team members who were trying to make ends meet in difficult times and feed their families during the height of the pandemic. This group wanted to find a tangible way to help those individuals. To help, this group stocked a small food pantry located in the team member lounge with items that team members can, on the honor system, pick up various non-perishable food items, toiletries, and personal hygiene items to meet an immediate need. Team members can choose from soups, pastas, and pasta sauces, cereals, canned meats, soaps, shampoos, diapers, and baby food. Team members help stock the pantry by donating items to the community cupboard. Team members also support the community cupboard through monetary donations. Now, at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, residents at Brethren Village asked if there was anything in place to help team members with immediate food needs. They had an opportunity during one of the chapel worship services. The offering enabled the community cupboard to purchase items that enable the community cupboard to be fully stocked to meet the food needs for team members. Thanks to the effort by residents and their fellow team members, our valued team members who find their cupboards empty at home can come to the community cupboard and not go hungry. The resident and community volunteers of the Fieldcrest and Village Center stores were recognized for their outstanding service to Brethren Village through their countless dedication and hours of service running 2 grocery stores on our campus through the Leading Age PA 2021 Volunteer of the Year Group Award. The Volunteer of the Year Individual or Group Award recognizes an individual volunteer or group of volunteers that have enhanced the quality of life of seniors through volunteer work for the benefit of the residents, member organizations, and/or the greater community. In June, Brethren Village was honored to host Leading Age PA President and CEO Adam Marles and Director of Member Engagement Megan Stedgen to campus to recognize these volunteers. Brethren Village endeavors to be a good neighbor, and for us, that means having close and supportive relationships with leaders and representatives at Manheim Township School District, Manheim Township Police and Fire and Rescue. Brethren Village thoroughly enjoys the presence of students and staff from Manheim Township High School on our campus. We are a dedicated sponsor of the high school prom, and pre-COVID had several events for students and residents. When we learned that the 2020 Manheim Township High School senior class would not be able to finish their year in the classroom or participate in traditional graduation ceremonies, Brethren Village responded by honoring this group of students by placing signs on our property along Route 501 with each graduating student's name. That was just one way we could show we are Blue Streak proud. We are so delighted that students can get back on our campus for one of our residents' most anticipated events, Cyber Seniors. And that's when Manheim Township high school students come on our campus and present Cyber Seniors to BV residents. Cyber Seniors is a way to connect generations through building relationships and learning about technology. The high school students are paired with residents who come with questions about their devices and are able to get hands-on lessons on how to use their devices. All questions are encouraged and welcomed when it comes to learning about technology. Now, some of the things that residents have learned through previous Cyber Senior programs are how to make a FaceTime call, how to support their charity through an online donation, setting up an Amazon Prime account, learning how to shop online, learning and putting into practice privacy, safety, and how to use voice to text. Manheim Township School District technology tips, which are provided at every session, provide residents with new learning that can be applied right away. In addition to learning technology tools, the residents learn about the students who are paired with them, and they do look forward to their weekly visits, creating a wonderful intergenerational connection. We know how much our residents appreciate these students. When social workers from Manheim Township mentioned that families in the district were in need of personal hygiene and care supplies, BV residents responded generously by donating 4 trunkfuls of products, including school supplies, cleaning supplies, hygiene products, and emergency groceries. Residents also donated almost $5,000 in funds for the Manheim Township Social Services Team to help district families affected by COVID-19. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. There's a mutual anticipation for our quarterly Coffee with a Cop event, and we deeply appreciate the men and women who serve Brethren Village and the Manheim Township community. Our residents thoroughly enjoy mornings, sharing conversation with the officers and the opportunity to get to know them in a different way. Each year, Brethren Village residents directly contribute to support a project that benefits the Manheim Township Fire and Rescue. Over the years, residents have helped fund equipment purchases and AEDs for both the fire and police forces. In addition to supporting these projects through resident contributions, Brethren Village Security and Facilities Departments work collaboratively with Manheim Township Fire and Rescue. We were glad to provide an opportunity for Manheim Township Fire and Rescue to use our elevators for them to learn elevator safety and rescue operations. We now turn to our vendor relations for food and dining. In the face of shortages this year, creative partnerships made the difference, and described best by Rick Chambers, our Director of Dining Services. During this seemingly endless pandemic, you, our partners in the supply chain, are very important to us. We rely on the large vendors on a daily basis, but also realize the importance of our local regional vendors as well. We use our meat and seafood, dairy and produce, and bakery and paper and supply vendors to help round out our offerings and supply us when resources from the larger vendors were not available. You helped us when we were down by supplying us with items not only for the kitchens, but the stores, pop-up events, micro catering, and employee takeaway meals. You helped us with paper supplies and plastic containers when we needed it most. All of you in this room contribute to helping us during this crisis. And for that, we are eternally grateful. This is not only our, but your finest hour. Thank you all. Several notable examples of Rick's comments about our vendors' finest hour include the following. For years, BV Dining has been working with Harvest Lane to supply fresh produce for our farm-to-table dining options. When COVID hit, Harvest Lane became an invaluable source, providing fresh fruits and vegetables when residents were unlikely to go out to do their own shopping. They also set up free delivery options for residents who wanted to purchase directly from them, and went over and above by providing free online ordering and delivery for the volunteers at the Fieldcrest store. Our dining services team and our residents and store volunteers counted on Stauffer's of Kissel Hill on Lidditz Pike. We know that residents shop at Stauffer's, and our personal and skilled care activities teams all have accounts at Stauffer's that they use to buy provisions for resident activities and events. Dwayne Yoder, Stauffer's of Kissel Hill Lidditz general manager, said, and I quote, "We really enjoy working with the Brethren Village volunteers who shop for the Fieldcrest and Village Center stores. It feels good to be a partner with Brethren Village and to know how this helps residents." We couldn't agree more. Stauffer's of Kissel Hill has been a partner for many years, but since March 2020, this partnership has taken on greater relevance and significance as residents counted on the campus stores for grocery items instead of leaving campus to shop. When our volunteers received the Leading HPA Distinguished Service Award in 2021, Stauffer's of Kissel Hill donated 200 delicious sugar cookies to help us celebrate. Tom's Bakery is a well-known local resource for bread and rolls. During COVID, our dining service team reached out to them for help in sourcing items, especially as much of the dining moved to takeout in 2020. Our dining team strives to source food items locally, providing a fresh experience for our residents and guests, and supporting a locally owned business. We think that's a win-win. Thank you to our business partner, Benchmark Construction, for building 3 visitation booths that allowed residents in supportive living to see their loved ones when in-person visits weren't possible in 2020. Mike Callahan, chairman of the board at Benchmark Construction, noted that, quote, "It was really rewarding for all of us that we were creating this space that would allow residents and allow their relatives to come see them and share some time with them in a time when it was really difficult sharing time with anybody." 2 of our most steady vendor partners have been C. Moyer Building and Remodeling and Rainier Renovations. Chris Moyer and Craig Rainier have been dependable partners in all of the on-campus renovations of cottages and apartments. They work with a team that includes marketing and renovations, reviewing open units, helping the marketing team create a finished package for new members, and ensuring that incoming residents are moving into the home of their dreams. Lee Stoltzfus, who owns Countryside Landscapes, has been a vital partner with BV for the past 12 years and has become an important partner in keeping the grounds at BV looking great. He started doing tree work, but in the last 3 years, he is also helping with lawn seeding, grading, shrub trimming, and landscape projects around campus. Lee coming in and doing these projects allows the grounds team to focus on their regular, everyday work. Now, Lee is also a skilled welder and helped the grounds team build a water trailer for use on the campus. He works hand in hand with the team, and it has been a blessing to have him here at BV. Finally, Brethren Village salutes those business partners who, through their giving generously, support our Good Samaritan Fund for residents. We are grateful to the many businesses who make gifts and contributions throughout the year, who sponsor and support our banquet and golf tournament. The list of donors you are seeing deserve special recognition because they are members of the Henry H. Gibble Society. This Donor Recognition Society is named after long-term board leader Henry H. Gibble, and they are being recognized because they have either supported Brethren Village for 15 consecutive years, or their total gifts are $25,000 or more. In many cases, for these donors, it is both. And we are extremely grateful for this support. As stated at the outset of this video, our challenging year has also been a keen reminder of the strength of relationships that we have with our residents, team members, community organizations, and business partners and vendors. We are proud of the relationships we have with our communities, and working together makes all of us stronger. Thank you to everyone who makes us BV Strong.